What up, chums? So today I want to talk about the meta. So the meta is an ever-changing thing that does not ever change. There's oddly a time in Clash Royale where the meta stays the same for more than a week. With that being said, you need a reliable way to find you great meta decks. So that's what we're doing today. So here are the top 3 meta decks you should be using in Clash Royale. So the first one, as I'm kind of already using now, is bait. Now this is not traditional bait, as it uses Vines, Valkyrie, and then other baity cards besides traditional bait that has been used in the past to kind of have more of a defensive line in terms of Clash Royale. Now, so far, hold on, I gotta show this guy where I had this emote. So far, this deck is very fun, and it's also a very easy deck to use. So, I think right now, so we're already at an HP advantage, so we know he's playing, like, Clone Skelly, Giant Skelly. So, yeah, Lumberloon. So, we should know he should be very predictable. So we have Goblin Gang in the center. Now, a good way of using this deck is you want to make sure you're being defensive with it. So, kind of defending. A lot of you guys know how bait is. Bait out an arrows or a log, and then from there go crazy. Or you bait out a giant skeleton, which was exactly what I was trying to bait out. How did he know? So, we have a really high lead on him. Now, Vines, I think, is what's so crucial. Now, a lot of you may be like, oh, why wouldn't you do log? Well, I probably could have gone tile over the Valkyrie. It's okay. Vines, for one, is a new spell and it's busted, but for two, it provides kind of a better arrows, a better freeze, and a better log in a way, and it does great tower damage, which is what you need in log bait, because games can come down to literally 3 HP, so having a spell that is 110 damage is just insane. We're going to Ice Spirit to bring him up, and then we're going to actually Valkyrie. I probably should have Valkyrie to tile over, but hopefully I'm hoping it like slowly nudges to the Witch. Oh my gosh, it's actually going to do it. Oh my goodness gracious, that is insane. Oh, I didn't really do what I wanted it to do. That's fine. We're just going to Dark Goggins. And Vine, also, it is the counter to basically any mini tank in any one target. It is the counter. Its only downside is swarms, but when you're using bait, I think swarms are kind of the last thing you care about. I mean, you have, especially with this deck, Valkyrie, you have Dark Goggins, you have Princess. I mean, Princess, for the heck. Oh my gosh, like it is the epitome of a splash damage card. Watch these wall breakers here, by the way. Also, wall breakers are a very good addition to the deck. So, I think they had a very much needed element of urgency to their defenses. Now, I've seen a couple versions of this floating around. If you go on API, you'll also find a couple versions. But I think this version is the best. So, oh, Lumberloon, and we don't have a building. And we're going to Vines all that crap. Okay, yep. Good luck, buddy. I don't know what your goal was there. Well, I know what your goal was there, but you didn't do it well. And now you got a Valkyrie on your tower. So yeah, you guys should try this out. I think using Valkyrie and Goblin Barrel are way more impactful than the other 2 evolutions in this deck. The second deck we are using is Splashyard with Evo Baby D. Now, if you do not have Evo Baby D, I think it is okay in terms of this deck, as it's not a necessary evolution, but it does make the deck just 5 times more brutal. We're going to take Vines up there. Now, I know it was a -1 elixir trade, but not only do we get easy chip damage, but we stop his bomber, which is kind of the main point of why you would use Vines. You know, it's better than using an arrows, in my opinion. It's faster, more efficient. We're going to Tombstone there in hopes that perfect. Oh, that was a great log, buddy. That was such a good log. Just give it to me. Now, a lot of y'all know how Splashyard works, so it's already a very busted and very hated deck. But if you want a deck that is easy to max for free to play, it is easy to use, and it doesn't require too many... Oh, should I Vines that? Nah, it ain't worth it. I'm just going to poison the whole bunch. But if you want a deck also that doesn't require many... For example, some cards, if they are like guards, for example. Guards die to arrows if they are -1 level, but don't die if they are +1 level. So if you want a deck where levels like that don't really matter too much, besides maybe Tombstone for killing skeletons, or Bar Barrel if it's like -3... This is a very good deck to use, which is why I think it is very highly used. So, Baby Dragon Evolution makes it where you can speed up either your Tombstone Skeletons, your Wizard, or your Knight better, while Vines actually ends up improving if they... For example, the original version of this deck is, well, if they have a Valkyrie, I'm screwed, because they just Valkyrie the Tombstone and I only have Poison. Well, Vines is like a temporary freeze you can use to just halt their entire thing in place. So busted. On top of that, the D that Vines gives is just utterly insane. Now, Evo Baby D, so here's another reason Evo Baby D is good. The defense. So it basically slows this thing down to a stop, so we're actually going to get a nice full counter almost on that. Look at that. And the Ice Wizard, oh my gosh, you just love to see it. We're going to absolutely obliterate his push too. Use the Knight, and then the good thing about the Baby D is even once he dies, he has like, oh my gosh, he's not going to die though. we're going to poison that. But once he dies, his like little aura around him still stays for like 3 seconds, which I think is the most broken part of the card. I didn't know Log killed a Ice Wizard at that much HP. That's an interesting interaction. Tombstone there. We're going to Bar Barrel for the back to kill his Bomber, and oh my gosh, sweet. But as you can see, it's very easy to grasp. I mean, there is a very high skill ceiling for players who want to go big with this deck. I mean, I know Jinxie Graveyard, for example, was a deck that Jinxie used. I mean, it was just a normal graveyard deck. Anyone could pick it up, but he had just used it so much and been able to reach the skill ceiling that it was like so much better. So we're going to actually far Tombstone to bring him over, and then I'm going to screw up the Vines. It's okay. We live, we learn. And then we're going to Ice Wizard, and that thing is being slowed to a stop. So, love to see it. And we're actually at a huge HP advantage here. So I think I want to capitalize on this. I want him to kind of use his minions on this push, because that'd be brutal. We're going to Vines that. Vines. Oh, and I grabbed the Goblin Machine. Goblin Machine. Perfect. Kill the Prince. Okay. Bar Barrel. We're going to take a little bit of damage, but it is okay in the long run. Princess Tower's connected on the Baby D. Let's freaking go. So I smell a push here. We're going to Ice Wizard. Tombstone up middle top-ish. Knight. And perfect. Also, I was looking at this the other day. It's been over 2 years since evolutions have been out. If we just let that sink in for a second. Over 2 years. So I was thinking about, like, you know, Night Evolution. And, oh, my friend was watching the video they did for the Evolutions release. I was like, over 2 years ago they did this. Which is just insane to think it's been that long. Because, I mean, Evolutions, they seem newer. Like, it still seems like, oh, Evolutions are in Clash Royale, blah, blah, blah. It's still, like, a kind of modern topic to talk about. But no, literally 2 years ago. Like, that's a long time. Insane for Clash Royale's lifespan. So it's kind of crazy to think it's going to be like in the future. I was thinking about the other day, what if they do where you can have, like, 2 evolutions on a card that you can choose? I wonder if that's what it'll come to, because they'll just, like, run out of cards to evolve. We're going to Vines Barrel here. Oh, yeah, extra damage. That should, like, basically take out that entire push. I don't see a push where that survives. Oh, my gosh. Ice Wizard, Tombstone Far, Evo, baby. The defense on this deck is insane. Oh, and we hit the Bomber with that. We're going to Knight here. It should actually deflect the first Prince hit. Oh, yes. Ice Wizard. Oh, take out the guys. Now, that Ice Wizard is actually going to be a decent tank for what we're trying to do. So you just got to sneaky, just get it in there. Poison. He doesn't have minions. He doesn't have minions. His Bomber not going to work. Oh, my gosh. The damage is just compounding. Oh, my freaking goodness. GG. Game 3. So, Game 3 for all you bridge spam players is Pekka bridge spam. Now, don't click off yet, because this is actually a twist on Pekka bridge spam. So I actually say it's a bit more high skill, not going to lie, just because it utilizes lower elixir cards to do more. So, for example, E-Spirit is kind of what you will use for more swarms. Oh, Vines. Oh, we're going to quickly do this here. Berserker, and I think it's actually, no hits is insane. Whoa. So, anyway, that was crazy. I spent the exact same amount of elixir he did and fully defended it. No, he spent 2 more elixir because he zapped at the end there. So, I'm now +2 elixir from that push. That's insane. But it uses a few more high-skill cards mixed with Pekka Ram Rider. So, you can really just basically quick cycle to Pekka and Ram Rider. And Ram Rider on itself is so good. Okay, I'm going to Vines all this. Please survive. Oh, that's so brutal. That is actually so brutal. We get 2 hits on his tower there. Oh, and are we going to kill the wizard? This is nasty. Oh my gosh. So we're down to elixir, which is fine. Okay, we know he's probably going to push Hog Rider or something at the bridge. So we're going to get ready. Oh, yeah, we don't have Vines. We probably should get to Vines soon, actually. I'm just going to Berserker in the back. Oh, okay, that is a Hog Rider. We're just going to have minions for that, I guess. That should fully take out that, though. So Pekka's a good card. And I think, honestly, if you're using Pekka this season, this should be your go-to deck. I think you need to stop using, just for my humble professional opinion, you should not be using... Oh, are you joking me? That stinks. But you should not be using basic Pekka bridge spam with, what is it? It's one with Battle Ram and Royal Ghost. And I think it's way too easily counterable. Maybe if you're lower trophies, it might work. I don't know. I'm not lower trophy range. But, oh my gosh. Can I get a Vines here? Vines! Stop it! Wait, are we going to connect? Oh my gosh, we're going to full charge connect. Insane. But I just think it's way too counterable, and everyone and their mom knows how to counter it, unless you're, like, literally 2 trophies seeing it for the first time. And watch as Evil Baby D just does his magic. We might get 1 hit. Nope, 0 hits from that. We're going to load another Ram Rider. Also, here's the good part. You can super speedy Ram Rider. And I just tried to prediction vines. Don't know why I did that. And we take a tower anyways, though. It literally doesn't matter. It's busted. Because even a Skarmy, Evil Baby D does change the interactions. So I know it seems like it doesn't. And for some cards, it might not. But for example, for Pekka getting to the tower, basically any card, like... Hog Rider, Ram Rider, Skarmy doesn't take it out as quickly as it normally does. We're going to Vines that. Vines value right there. Oh my gosh. Now the Barb might... Nope, 0 hits. Literally 0 hits. This guy's hit me with like 2 Hog Rider hits. Thank you guys so much for watching. Try these decks. Catch you on the flip side.